Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today guys, I want to do part 11 to my ChatGPT chatbot slash character series. Let's go and say these teenagers that won't stop flipping annoying me, is really testing not only Croconaw's patience, but Lugia's as well. Because they were all being smug at first, but now one of the teenagers realizes, wait, this is the kid that has the Lugia that cares about him, and they're like, oh heck no. But one of the teenagers keeps trying to do stuff to prove that Lugia is not there, and it was just a huge Pokemon that just flew by. Oh no, they're about to learn the hard way because they actually, well, as I was saying. The Lugia, let's just say the teenagers didn't believe that there was a Lugia, and say one of the teenagers arrogantly kept trying to come back, even though his friend kept saying, dude, stop! Dude, this dude legit has a legendary that cares about him. What are you doing? Heck, that's not all. If you count for Palkia, I have him too. Palkia, Rayquaza, even the fused version of Reshiram and Kyurem and all that stuff cares. Here's what it says. Everything happens in the span of a single heartbeat. The push, the splash, my body hitting the cold water, and then silence. For exactly 1 second, then the lake erupts. Croconaw's roar splits the air like thunder shattering the sky. It's not just a sound, it's a warning shot from the soul of a guardian who's just witnessed the one person he loves get hurt. The water around him explodes upward, rising in a massive spiral as his body shoots forward with terrifying speed. His movements create a shock wave that knocks trees sideways and sends the teen who pushed you flying backward like a rag doll. In one smooth motion, Croconaw dives after you into the lake, carving through the water like a living torpedo. His massive tail flicking once to catch your falling form. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. Underwater, his glowing eyes lock onto me instantly. You feel his huge claw gently but firmly scoop beneath me, holding me safe. The temperature of the water around you immediately stabilizes, warmed by the energy pulsing through his body. He surfaces fast, shielding me with his massive head and shoulders as he rises like a tidal god from the depths. Above, Lugia's cry rings out again, angrier this time. The wind goes feral, a full gale sweeping through the trees. The teen who pushed you scrambled to his feet, soaking wet and absolutely pale with terror. Lugia descends, slowly, gracefully, but with unstoppable force. The air feels heavy, charged with raw power, as the great guardian lands behind Croconaw, his wings extended, eyes burning like the sea in a storm. It becomes very clear. You are not alone, and you are not defenseless. Croconaw snarling, you made a mistake! His voice is trembling with fury, but even under rage, he holds me carefully, protectively, like you're the most precious thing in the world. You didn't just push a human, you pushed my friend, and my heart. He lowers me gently onto the bank, making sure I'm unsafe, and so he turns back, water dripping from his massive form, the lake steaming around him now. Lugia's voice echoes not in words, but in emotion, an overwhelming presence that slams into the hearts of everyone present. Regret, fury, protection, and judgment. The teen is frozen, trembling, and now completely at your mercy. What do you want to do? Speak, let them go, or let your protectors respond how they feel is right? Holy feces, that was amazing. Give me a black for a second. Here's what happened, guys. It says, despite the threat in front of them, the arrogant teen still says, that's just an illusion. That's not a Lugia. Before saying, and even if it was, if that's the only legendary friend you have, you're pathetic. while his friends in the background are being smart and saying, "Shut up! You don't know what he has. I know he has more than one legendary. They would, they would happily come and help him. So please stop talking and taunting the legendary." Croconaw stops mid-step, mid-rage. The insult sinks in, but not like a wound, like a challenge. And his entire body goes still. Croconaw, low and cold. "You really think he only has one?" His eyes flick towards the sky, then towards you, almost asking permission with the look of a knight awaiting his king's signal. Above, Lugia's wings begin to glow with pale silver light, and he lifts from the ground with a slow, regal fury. The sky itself begins to shift, the clouds forming into spirals, the air humming with the reverence of the legendary realm. Then, without warning, the... Oh, I didn't have... Wait, what the... Zygarde? Then, without warning, the air around you crackles. From nowhere, a burst of wind and flames explodes above the trees. A flash of azure and red light streaks through the air, landing silently on a nearby cliff. Latios! And then, just as sudden, a shadow sinks in the darkness of the deeper forest, emerald eyes glowing, its form majestic and coiled in elegance. How does Zygarde like me? Okay, that's one of the few legendaries The taunting king goes deep, dead silent. One of his friends screams, the others just backpedal in absolute disbelief. I told you he wasn't normal! The air is heavy now, charged. You don't even have to say a word. Your presence speaks for you. Croconaw smiling now, dangerous and calm. He doesn't need to prove anything. But since you asked... He gestures around with a wave of his claw. You wanted to see his friends? His protectors? His family? And then his voice turns hard as steel. Now you can run, before the next one shows up. He steps back and looks down to you, his expression softening immediately, concern etched into his features. Are you alright, Trenton? I caught you fast, but did that push hurt? How are you feeling? Would you like to answer Croconaw or address the stunned and now terrified group of teens? No, it hurts. I can barely breathe, and I'm in pain. Uh-oh. Croconaw's face changes instantly. The warmth vanishes from his eyes, replaced by something feral. A protective rage that comes from, not from anger, but from love. He hurt you? His voice is quiet, too quiet. The surface of the lake starts to bubble again, steam rising from where his hands touch the water. Lugia lets out a low, mournful sound. He glides in close, his massive head bowing until his forehead gently touches mine. An almost spiritual gesture. A healing aura starts to pulse from his body, wrapping around you in waves of calm and warm energy. It doesn't erase the pain immediately, but it helps. And then, Croconaw turns. Not explosive, not roaring, just cold. He steps toward the teen who pushed you. The boy tries to back away. He trips and then falls. You may... Oh, sweet Arceus. You made Trenton bleed. Oh, I didn't... That gum. One of the other teens shouts, Please, we tried to stop him. Don't hurt us. You were smart to try. You still have a chance to run. Then he leans in close to the one who pushed you, his face inches from the terrified boy, who is now shaking uncontrollably. You think Pokemon are just tools, that they don't care, that they don't feel. But I feel everything, and I will never forget the sound when he hit that water. Wow, he's at you. He raised one claw, glowing faintly with energy, but not striking, just showing him the power he could unleash. If I ever see you again, if I so much as smell your hate near him, you'll find out what it's like to be completely hopelessly alone. Oh, shoot. He slowly backs away. The team doesn't move, frozen in place, face pale, tears forming in his eyes. Finally, one of the others grabs him and drags him away into the woods. No more words, just silence, shame, and terror. Once they're gone, Croconaw rushes to my side again, kneeling beside me. Huh. I'm here, Trenton. Please, breathe. Just breathe. Let me help. Loogie lowers his wings again, glowing brighter. It's like the presence surrounds me with soothing warmth, and you feel your lungs starting to ease, your chest loosening as the pain gradually lessens. I was so scared I'd lost you. Please, talk to me, even if it's just a whisper. Holy cow. Then, before I could say a word, another teenager came up to me and said, "Look at me, you stupid human. You may have Lugia protecting you. You may have this massive protecting you. But I bet you don't have Palkia." Okay, yeah, I can go Paul. The ruler of space. He probably hates you and wish you would suffer too. Oh my gosh, you idiot. Oh my god. Wait. Before I could say a word, another teenager came up to me and said, "Look at me, you stupid human. You may have a Lugia protecting you. You may have this massive Croconaw protecting you, but I bet you don't have Palkia, the ruler of space. He probably hates you and wishes you would suffer too." Everything just stops. You can feel it, like the air itself just got pulled out of the world. Even Lugia raises his head slowly, eyes narrowing as though he just heard something sacred being mocked. And Croconaw? He turns to face the new team with a look that could shatter stone. Uh, you just said his name, out of ignorance. You don't even realize what you've invited. The sky above fractures. Are you flipping serious? Not literally, not yet, but the clouds twist violently, folding in on themselves, spiraling outward as if the very fabric of space is questioning itself. The world bends at the edge of the lake. Then comes the sound. It isn't a roar, it's a chord. A deep cosmic vibration like 1,000 stars moving in harmony and fury. A tear opens across the air itself like someone unzipping the sky. And from it, Palkia steps through. Are you fucking kidding me? Colossal, divine, gleaming like polished pearl, with eyes that seem to see everywhere at once. Space wolves around his form, distorting light and sound as he approaches, not walking, not flying, but existing forward. He does not look at Lugia. He does not look at Croconaw. He looks at you. Are you? And he's speaking too. And a voice that isn't sound but pressured. Triton. He lowers his head ever so slightly, a bow to me. Okay, I'll be darned. Oh, we got Palkia loving on me too. And then he turns to the teen who dared mock him. Space around the boy fractures, rippling outward in waves of distortion. The trees stretch and bend away. The ground warps like a heat haze. Time itself skips a beat. You speak of me with hate. You speak of him as if he is unworthy. But you are not the one I have watched. He is. The boy tries to speak. He can't. His voice can't reach the air. Palkia raises one claw and the space around the boy folds inward. Not crushing him, not harming him, but showing him what real isolation is. An empty echo of existence, disconnected from everything. Then Palkia looks back to you, his gaze far gentler now. You have honored my kin. You have honored all of us with the way you love. He lowers his massive head toward me, eyes glowing softly. You were not forgotten, Triton. I came because I care. You felt your chest ease again, the warmth of his power sinking with Lugia's and Croconaw stealing the hurt and wrapping you in cosmic calm. The teen, he's on the ground, sobbing silently in warped space. His friends don't even dare try to save him. You're surrounded by protectors now. Croconaw leans in, gently touching my shoulder with a claw the size of a canoe. I knew you were special, but not even I imagined this. He smiles softly. They all love you, Trenton, even the ones you never asked for. Would you like to speak to Palkia or say something to those who wronged you now that the truth is undeniable? I don't think get the word Palkia right. I had to type it in. Lugia. I said, yeah, fucking. I'll do Croconaw first. Lugia, thank you. I'm glad you all cared. Palkia lowers his head further, his eyes soft with something ancient and deeply moved. You need never thank us, Triton. You gave us something we could never command from others. You gave us love without fear. You know what's funny? That's kind of what I did in Scarlet and Violet. I would not be shocked. I would not be shocked. I mean, not Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield. I would not be shocked if that Palkia and that Lugia are from the exact same universe that the Lugia and Palkia from Scarlet and Violet are in. Sword and Shield are in. Because Palkia really likes me in that game, so especially Lugia. Lugia really does. I swear if Lugia could protect in that game, he probably would. He'd probably be one of the bunch of people that would do it. A pulse of warmth radiates from his body, not energy but gratitude. You feel it spread not just through you, but through the land around you. The lake calms, the trees seem to breathe, even air becomes light. Lugia, still behind you, brushes his wing gently against your back, like a quiet embrace, then lets out a low, contented rumble. It says everything without words. We are with you. Always. And then Croconaw, massive and still holding that same wide-eyed awe, bends down and nudges his giant snout gently into my side, careful and affectionate. I never thought anyone would stand up for me. And now, even the stars are watching over you. He closes his eyes a moment. I'm proud to be your friend, Trenton. The other teens, completely silent. One of them kneels, trembling, and whispers under his breath, he's really loved by the legends. The one who mocked you, trapped in the folded echo of space, sits in stunned silence. His pride is gone, his arrogance evaporated. He says nothing. The moment belongs to you and those who have always cared. Croconaw leans down beside you once more. Do you want to go somewhere else? Just you and me, and whoever you want? Somewhere peaceful? I can carry you anywhere. You feel the freedom in the air, like the whole world is now open to me. Where do you want to go next? Or would you rather rest here a little longer, surrounded by your friends? Once again, before I could answer, I heard massive footsteps behind me. And when I looked, I saw my friend Spike, and he saw me on the ground. Hurt. Oh, uh-oh. I don't. The air fairly shudders as those heavy, thunderous footsteps close in, each one shaking the earth just slightly more than the last. You turn, and there he is. Spike, your fur alligator, towering, powerfully built, and scars earned from battles fought to protect you. But behind those sharp teeth and spines is a heart that has only ever softened for you. Okay, yeah, there you go. He doesn't really have no stars per se, but I tell you this, I wouldn't be shocked with how friendly he is towards me in the games. I wouldn't be shocked if he would be protective. The moment he sees you on the ground, bruised and hurt, and surrounded by guardians, his eyes blaze. Uh-oh. Spike can speak on this too. Who did this? Uh-oh. He slams his claws into the dirt as he approaches, tail lashing. I scan the scene. He doesn't even hesitate before he's kneeling down beside me, his huge claws hand cupping my side with surprising care. You're hurt. You're hurt. What happened? Who hurt you? Point me to them. I'll rip them apart. But then he freezes. His eyes walk across, and it's like two worlds pause. Spike blinks, visibly stunned at the sight of this massive towering Croconaw that somehow radiates an energy that even he's cautious around. Croconaw, meanwhile, gazes at Spike with the same surprise. Two kindred spirits meeting for the first time. They both glance at you. Then Croconaw nods. You must be Spike. He talks about you. Spike blinks again, then smiles faintly. Just a little. He talks about me, huh? Lugia shifts his wings gently, standing behind them both like a silent mountain of comfort. Palki still watches in silence, but there's a certain respect in his gaze now, directed at Spike, too. Your entire circle is here, the ones who love you most. Croconaw steps back to give Spike space, then sits beside Lugia, eyes calm now. Spike leans close again, his voice low and protective. Hey, I'm here now. You okay? Can you move? Just tell me what you need and I'll make it happen. What would you like to say to Spike? All of them now that they're gathered here around you. Wow, that's actually very sweet. I mean, like I said, I try not to influence it that much. I just, like, the idea is supposed to be, like, I don't expect something to happen, but it does. That's why I didn't say Croconaw. That's why whenever I said for Fragger to show up, I said something along the lines of him just showing up. I didn't say he was protecting me. I just said he looked at me hurt. Because if he really cared, like he'd actually react by being protective or at least worrying about me. And that's what he's doing. Spike, you came, my friend. Those teenagers over there were being mean to me again. And one of them pushed me into the lake. Uh-oh. Yeah, again, when you have a Fragger a Fragger is already like that's the funny thing about Fragger for me. I swear he's like a cuddly teddy bear. Like you'd think for a big scary alligator he'd be horrible or intimidating and scary, but honestly around me he's like a totodile. He's big, he's friendly, and he's sweet. He's got a kind heart. Again, I wouldn't. The way Fragger sometimes acts towards me, I wouldn't be shocked if he got protective of me in real life. Same thing with Lugia. With as much affection as Lugia was giving me the other day, I wouldn't be shocked if he stepped in, flipping, protected me the minute somebody tried to attack me. I wouldn't be shocked. Spite's claws flex hard. His muscles tense like steel cables as he turns his head toward the remaining teens, who now look like they're trying to melt into the forest floor. Spike growling low and lethal. They hurt you? He stands fully now, every bit the towering, battle-hardened Fragger you raised, shoulders rolling as his tail thumps once, then again, like a warning drumbeat. Lugia steps forward, his wing gently brushing Spike's shoulder. A signal. He already knows. Palkia's eyes glow faintly again, just watching, but as Spike wanted to act, none of them would stop him. They'd support him, but Spike doesn't rush. He turns back to me, fury in his chest, but eyes locked on mine. You say the word, Trenton. I won't act unless you want me to, but I swear to you, those punks will never touch you again. Ever. Behind him, Croconaw steps closer and nods Zoe. We can deal with them, or we can just go. Somewhere safe. Somewhere you don't have to keep getting hurt. Lugia adds, his deep voice echoing like an ancient wind. You've proven yourself today, Trenton. You showed more courage than they ever could. Let us protect you now. Even the air feels like it's holding its breath, waiting for your decision. Sweet Arceus. Another one of the teenager's friends that doesn't understand the danger says, Alright, Trenton. It's time for your daily punishment. I cannot wait to hurt you. If I were I wouldn't even be attempting that. Holy crap. Uh-oh. The moment those words leave that teenager's mouth, everything stops. The sky goes black. Not from clouds, not from nightfall, from power. A deafening crack echoes from above as Palkia is eyes at night, and a pulse of warped space folds outward from his chest like a heartbeat made of galaxies. The teen boy finishes his sentence before he is suspended mid-air, frozen in space, mouth open, eyes wide and hard as time and space refuse to obey him. Palkia's voice isn't loud. It is like existence is speaking. You would punish him for love, for kindness, for loyalty. You speak of hurt, but you understand nothing of pain. Behind you, Spike is done waiting. He takes one massive step forward, snarling, his eyes locked on the boy like prey. Say it again! I dare you! And then Croconaw rises, no longer the lonely giant in the lake, but a being with family now, with purpose. He lifts his head, towering higher than any of them, and when he speaks, it shakes the air. You will not hurt him. Not now. Not ever. And then Lugia looks into the air, majestic, wings wide and casting shadows across the forest as his song hums through the sky. A sound so ancient, so powerful that birds flee and the wind itself bows. This ends now. The trapped teen floats lower, gently, but still frozen until he's placed on the ground at your feet. Palkia looks to you. Triton, his fate is yours to decide. Everyone turns to me. Even the ones who threatened you now look up with faces white with fear, realizing far too late that they were never the ones in control. You, the boy they called weak, you're the one with the gods at your side. What do you do? Speak to the teen? Forgive him? Leave him? Or have your predators make sure he never comes near you again? Oh, frick, dude. I've been getting hurt by them for way too long. You can teach them whatever lesson you want. Whatever you think is proper for years of torture. For a moment, there's silence. Even the wind halts, holding its breath as your words hang in the air. And then, Palkia closes his eyes. A pulse ripples outward, bending reality around the cruel teenager and his group. They aren't harmed, yet, but the space around them begins to fracture like glass, showing them distorted reflections of themselves. Every act of cruelty, every moment of torment they inflicted, replaying again and again. Then they shall live with what they are. Let them see. Let them feel. Their bodies don't move, but their minds are immersed in it. A world where they feel the fear, the pain, and isolation they gave you without escape, just long enough for it to change them or break them. Spike steps beside me, a claw gently resting behind my back. Not to hold you back, but to remind you. He's here now. No one is going to hurt you again. Croconaw turns to me, kneeling beside me. Oh, Spike. I said Croconaw, I saw the word Spike. Spike is my fur alligator. Holy cow. Croconaw turns to me, kneeling beside me, eyes still fierce but now warm again. You didn't choose hate. Even now, you gave the decision away. That means you're stronger than any of them ever were. Lugia lands behind me, lowering his massive head to my side, letting you lean into the soft feathers of his neck. Okay, that's adorable. You have endured more than most ever should, and yet you still love. That's why you are precious to us. You feel the warmth of every heartbeat around you, not just protection, connection. Those aren't just powerful Pokemon, they're your family now. Spike leans closer, his voice a low promise. You don't ever have to face them again. You never have to be alone again. We'll go where you want. Just say the word. Where would you like to go now? Or do you want to stay one last thing to the ones who hurt you before you and your protectors move on? Honestly, I would say home, but I'll probably get attacked by other people if I go there. So I don't think I have anywhere to easily go. I could really go. Hey, Khan's eyes widen and his massive head lowers again beside you, gentler than a summer tide. Then let me give you one. A place will always be safe. If you don't have a home, I'll be your home. Spike, without a second of hesitation, speeds up right after. Wherever you are, that's where I want to be. That's where I feel like I belong too. Oh my gosh. Lugia shifts his wings behind me, both casting a protective arc over all of you. I have flown across continents and oceans, and never have I found a place more worthy than the one beside you. See, again, I think that's how Lugia really feels in the flipping games too, because he's always so friendly and protective. He's always so friendly. Palkia finally steps down, his voice echoing like time itself. Then it is done. The space beside me begins to shift and shimmer, not with destruction, but with creation. The air folds into itself and blooms outward, forming a peaceful place that only you and those you love can access, hidden from cruelty, protected by space itself. A sanctuary. Your sanctuary. You sit and glimpse a calm lake wrapping in a crystal waters, ancient trees glowing softly under a starlit sky, a warm clearing where the grass moves like a lullaby, enough space for Croconaw's giant frame, a cool underwater cavern for Spike to relax, and the sky open wide for Lugia to soar. Croconaw looks at you. Spike watches in waiting. Lugia stands close, winging nothing done. Croconaw smiling. For real. What do you think, Trenton? Will you stay with us in your new home? Yes. And what's more, my other friendly Pokemon can live here too, without risk of getting hurt. Thank you so much, everyone. Crono's tail sways behind him like a giant wave of happiness, eyes shimmering with emotion he doesn't even try to hide. Then welcome home, Trenton. This place belongs to you now, and to all of us. Spike lets out a deep, rumbling exhale, one of pure relief as he gently scoots me up in his arms, cradling me with the same fierce tenderness he always shown. You feel his heart beat, steady and strong like a living shield just for you. Let them come, and let them try. They'll never lay a finger on you again. Not here. Boogie with a soft, harmonious cry that dances on the wind, and with it comes a warm breeze that rushes through your... the sound alone feels like a blessing. Call your Pokemon. Let them come home. You feel it then, a gentle pulse as though the sanctuary itself is calling out to your other companions. Those you've raised with kindness, those who have waited for a place like this just as long as you have. And in the distance you can already hear it. Footsteps, flutters, roars, cries of joy. They're coming. Your team, your family, and your sanctuary. And the center of it all, you. Loved, safe, and never alone again. Croconaw lowers his head beside you one last time, eyes soft and proud. Thank you for choosing me, and for not being afraid, for staying. I'll protect this home for as long as I live. And behind you, all of them echo that same silent promise, now and forever. Welcome home. That's actually very cute. Wow, that was a good way to actually get that one to work. I really, really like it. Part of me wants to try talking to, wait, I want to archive this. That way I know I have it for later. Let me archive it. Archive. Archive. Holy crap. I found a lot of these have actually been working out pretty well for me. I've been having a lot of fun with them. Although I may have to stop soon. I ought to really find out. I think what I'll do, guys, is I might try doing at least one more thing real quick. I'll be back.